Once you are done with the design for the car and you've colored it, it's now has highlights and shadows. Let's move on to the animation part. So how I usually do my animation for the side view for a car, I draw the ground plane, like the ground. So the ground will include the road and a bit of the background. So that part is the part that does not move. So it has to be flat. It has to be straight so that people won't know, or no one will notice that it's not moving. People are perceive it as moving, so it needs to be flat. So that's what I'm doing right now. You are more than welcome to add more details so that it looks more realistic, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to be showing the basics. So I'm doing the background mountains. Those are way back. So we want to do a parallax effect where the mountains at the back are moving a bit slower than the trees and bushes that are closer to the car, so that it really shows the distance between them. You see how it looks. I don't know why the paint bucket takes so much time when it's painting, especially when the drawing is a bit large. The paint bucket takes some time, so let's wait for it. I don't know why it takes so much time. Let's wait for it. Anytime from now, anytime. We're growing old. Yeah, it's done. So yeah, let's move on. So the background, I always use a different color for the drawing so that you can change the colors later. So now I'm going to be drawing the tree. I usually just draw one, then rotate it, make it smaller, make it huge. So yeah, you can have more than one variation of the same tree. You can draw more, but I'm just doing one this time. Again, the paint bucket takes some time, so let's wait for it. Yeah, this time it was faster. Put the tree on top of the ground layer, but the mountains are at the back. Duplicate it, flip it, name the drawings. Always name your drawings, it makes life much easier. I usually draw a bush in front of the trees just to hide the movement of the trees, especially the base of the tree. So I usually do something in front so that it's hidden. Just putting a bit of variety to the bushes. If you have a brush that has leaves, you can just use that one as well. Anything that you can do to block that at the front, you are more than welcome to be creative with it. I'm just duplicating it as much as I can because it's going to be moving. So I put more on the right side just because all of the drawing will be moving to the left side. So it has to be more on the right side so that you don't run out of bushes. So I'm just duplicating as much as I can. It takes some time, but yeah, you have to do it. Make sure it's straight so that there won't be any issues later. It's completely horizontal. So I think I have basically the most of the assets that I need. I'm just going to be changing the color a bit. I'm left with the background. I need a sky. I think I need a sky background there. So let me just see. So you move to the last frame, then you move all your drawing, as I'm doing there. For the tree, I usually do a bit of a trick I have one tree, but I repeat the process so that it appears like trees are coming endlessly. It's moving a bit, just duplicating the keyframes, but it's moving too fast, so I'll need to reduce the speed a bit. Still moving a bit too fast. Now it's looking better now. Just duplicate the drawing and offset the different keyframes. To remember to offset the mountain moves a bit slower, moves way slower than everything else, but it needs to move, and that gives the effects of depth and speed. So that's what we're working on, that illusion of depth. There's another way of doing this by using the z-axis, but it takes a bit of time, and I usually don't like using the z-axis because everything gets complicated way fast. So this is me just doing the sky. It's just a basic gradient color. As you can see, it's moving more realistic now. Then from there, it's time to add the car. It's going the wrong direction. Let's flip it. Scale it to a nice so what you need to do for the wheels is just rotating. You need to just rotate the wheels. So I just usually just rotate it so that I get a keyframe, then I play around with the figures themselves rather than spinning the wheel manually. So just test out different numbers of rotations till you get something that looks like it's not slipping around, because slipping is one of the major giveaways that this is not moving. Once the first view is okay, just copy the number of the rotation and everything should move fine. The other thing, I just usually add a motion blade to the wheel so that they look more realistic than just having them move like that. If you move like that, yes, it can work, but just a small motion blade will definitely add a bit more realism to your animation. You can also animate the movement for just add another peg on top of the wheel so that you can animate the up and down movement of the wheel when it's hitting the road. So the master peg, you can just use it to move the car, like it's coming out of the screen, it's moving to the front, and it's going back a bit. So for that movement, you just be using the master peg. You can smooth out the animation as well, so that it's just not like hitting a wall. You can play around with the camera as well, so that you have a bit of dynamic movement. I think I have the basic camera movement, just trying to make it more nicer, but generally that's what I want to do. If you zoom out too much, your trees will start appearing on screen, so just make sure you don't zoom out too much. So export it, choose the file location the file that you created at the beginning, and you export it as whatever you want, .wmv, .mov, just choose the file format that you like. And yeah, so this is the end of the tutorial. This is what we have made so far. It's a moving car. can add more details. You can design any car that you like, and yeah. So just make sure you make a car like this and send it to me, send it to everyone, so that we can comment as a community. Feedback is very important, so do share your work. Thank you.